What's up, everybody? This is Nicody Flem, and I'm here with Lupid Cam Britton on Facebook, and we're here for the 5,000 follower interview, and for the fans and everybody that's watching. I just have a few questions here for him. And the first question that popped up from a fan was, what inspired Cam to be the person he is today?
Well, I just kind of been through a lot, and music has always given me that outlet, that inner peace that I never really had. It kind of filled them voids. You know what I'm saying? And it just kind of sets me free. Plus, I've seen a lot of my friends dying and stuff from addiction growing up. And, I knew that I knew that there was something more, man, that I've always had that feeling like, man, there's more to my story. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely know what you mean. So you're an entrepreneur of more things than one. You do more than music as well?
Yeah, Nick. I do, I do hair. I can do like regular hair, braiding it. I can start from start to finish with dreads. I just did this girl's hair. It went 2 different tones of colors and stuff, and it took a few days. But with like my busy lifestyle and her busy lifestyle, we can only get like maybe an hour, maybe 2 in a day. So it took a few days. But they look really good, if anybody wants, they can check that out on my page. There's some reels and stuff on it.
Yeah, I noticed that you were pretty good at dreading, and your hair's dreaded really nicely.
Right on.
How old were you when you first started doing hair?
I was probably 24, 25 years old. I just really though, I started just braiding headphones and stuff when I was in prison, and somebody's like, man, why don't you learn how to section out the parts and stuff for the hair, and you can do that on hair, or you can make a lot of money off it. So this last stint in jail, somebody taught me how to backcomb dreads from start to finish, and they gave me that, and I just took to it really naturally. Also, this, the guy that showed me how to do it, shout out to Zombie, he's from Columbus. That's my guy that taught me how to do this. A lot of people, it's a myth. A lot of people think that, you don't wash your hair. You need to, just let it just go and just get disgusting. But really, there's a lot of tutorials on there. I have one on mine, it's called backcombing, or recently I've picked up this new trait. It's called crocheting, where you actually crochet the hair.
Yeah.
And that'll get them to interlock really nice.
Yeah. What motivated you to start doing hair? Was it style or
Well, I'm just to be honest with you, I was locked up. When you go away, all the people that are there for you now, they fade out. You know what I'm saying? So you have to figure out hustles and stuff, so you can get commissary and eat and stuff like that. Because, a lot of people just act like people's lives don't continue on. When we get locked up, we're kind of stuck in that moment in time. And everybody else's life keeps going on. They have responsibilities, jobs, kids, bills, and all that other stuff. So, just to make it a little bit easier on family or girlfriends or whatever, I picked up some traits in there.
Yeah. I noticed that your life has changed for the better. Where do you see yourself in about 5 years?
5 years? Do a feature with Lil Durk.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Honestly, so this is a lot of people don't know that, like, all the stuff that I've been through and everything. Like, I've been homeless in Indianapolis. I was strung out on opiates for a while. I was doing, some serious stuff, man. And they found my brother's body in the Ohio River, and our relationship wasn't there. Like, I didn't even know I had a brother until I was maybe 12. You know what I mean? So, like, that was like the whole goal was to meet him, and it just was shattered when he got killed. So, I just I fell off into the deep end. It took me 11 years to just, like, get out of it, to snap out of it. So this is the longest I've ever done good. We're coming up on 17 months sober. Actually, tomorrow will be 17 months, which is, really cool. So in 5 years, we're looking at 6.5 years sober. I'm saying that the sky is not the limit.
Yeah.
I can't imagine where I'll be. I just would like to say somewhere in some nice penthouse, top floor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? On some albums. We got some magazine covers. Maybe be on that Freshman XXL or something.
Right.
That's what I'm hoping.
So, is that something that you want to achieve? Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. When I say a dream, a lot of people, like, think of dreams as kind of like fantasy type. So I'm gonna say, like, that is my reality, not my dream. It's my reality. It's gonna happen. Like I said, I like to apologize to the fans a little bit here, man. This is the 5,000 follower interview, but we're actually at 6,400. So it just happened so quick to be able to, get these interviews with you, man. You're really busy, man. You're doing all these interviews and stuff with all these people.
Yeah.
So
I understand that. How do you handle the pressure and stress from coming from a addictive lifestyle to a cleaner lifestyle? Do you still portray the addictive lifestyle in your music, or is it kind of what you've been through? And
really, like, I think that movie B.I.G. with Biggie Smalls, Notorious, I think he said it best. He said, do you want to be a rapper in the streets, or do you want to be somebody talking about the streets? You know what I mean? And, like, I don't believe that you need to be in the streets still to rap about the stuff that's happened. I mean, I have so many life experiences and lessons that I've learned that I'm hoping that maybe my music can try to give some other people some insights,
Yeah.
Because, a wise man learns from other people's mistakes.
Yeah, I can hear it too.
So, I was just thinking that, I just want to kind of tell my story with the addiction, and also, give other people, like, hope that, it doesn't matter how far down that you've been in life, that you can strive to go forward no matter what the obstacles were in front of you, that you can overcome them. And like I said before, I have 17 months sober, but, like, I just take that a day at a time, and I go to 3 to 5 meetings a week, so I mean, that on top of everything else that I have going on, but that's the main priority, is those meetings and in my recovery.
Definitely. So it comes easier to you that way if you just, when the stress comes on you, you just shrug it off and keep your mind. Yeah, keep your mind on something.
Yeah. Yeah, I just go to a meeting, man, and or I talk with my mom. She's one of my biggest supports. shout out to my mom right now. You know I love you. You know, she's just like one of my best friends. You know what I mean? So like we just kind of, you know, she helps me get through things or whatever, and we talk about it. And if I'm still feeling a little bit, you know, way or whatever, I'll go write some music. I feel like sometimes some of my best music comes out when I'm depressed or going through something.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, it's full of emotion.
Mm-hmm. So how did you initially engage like your first followers? I'm sure some people are curious about that. Like a lot of people want to grow followers. How did you engage them to get them following?
Well, see, I try to be a little bit different than a lot of artists. A lot of artists just act like screw the fans, or they just act stuck up or whatever. I try to message people back as much as I can. I mean, you've seen the phone, man. I'm getting 500 messages a day. You know, 600 to 700, 800 friend requests a day. I mean, it's sometimes it gets a little overwhelming, but like, you know, sorry to some of you guys if I'm not able to get back to you right away. It's really hectic with the phone. You know, so I just try to like micromanage just like a little bit at a time. You know what I mean? Just try to get back with them. I try to engage with them. Like other artists might not, but like none of this is possible without the fans.
So, what are some strategies that you use to grow your followers?
Well, you know, like I always try to like remind people in my videos, like, hey, if you haven't started following them, please do so. You know, I try to keep them updated on like the events that are happening in my life. You know, because like, I mean, I'm probably not the most interesting person or whatever going on, but I know that it's probably, you know, the people out there who knew me before and what I was about and with me being in the addiction and stuff, they can get some form of hope. You know, just like, wow, man, like I remember him, he was like, he was all the way out there, you know, in his mess and stuff, getting high. And, you know, like them seeing me today, you know, sometimes, man, I drop tears over it, you know what I mean? And it's not tears of sadness or anything, it's tears of joy.
Yeah.
You know, because like where I was and where I am now, man, it's phenomenal. Like sometimes I can't believe it, you know, and like, you know, at night, every night, gang, you know, like I have a lot of nightmares about stuff, you know. When I wake up, you know, it's just a sigh of relief, man, a peace of mind to know that I'm here, I'm home, I'm not locked up anymore. I'm not waking up like, oh man, where's my, you know, substances to feel better or to cope, you know, now, you know, to get energy, drink some coffee. You know, I'm trying to quit smoking cigarettes so much, smoking these vapes. So
so those were some challenges I noticed that you mentioned about what it took, you know, to grow the followers. Like, how did you overcome them? You just you said you went to meetings. How did you overcome the challenges that you faced, like growing followers? Because we just recently hit 5,000, you know, and we were just at 1,000
like a week ago.
And
yeah, I mean, you know, it is relatively new.
Yeah.
You know.
And but were there challenges before this? Like, did you try to get followers before?
No, honestly, man, I've only been out about 9 weeks. And, you know, I didn't even have the Facebook up and running until about maybe 7 weeks ago. So, like, you know, the first 1,000 took a minute. But then once I got that first 1,000, man, it just blew up. You know, like I said, we just did I think you came over the 1,000 follower interview probably 8 days ago.
Yeah.
And within the last 8 days, you know, the reach on there, because I have it in professional mode, the reach on there is in the 100,000 marks. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it is relatively new, but it just continues to grow, and it's not stopping, and we're not going to let it stop either.
Yeah, and we're going to do these interviews, and we're going to reach out about topics, challenges and stuff that we're facing, and we're just here to have fun. And can you describe a time when you had to deal with a criticism or a negative feedback from your followers and how you handled it?
Well, sometimes people want to get on there and cuss or just be disrespectful or whatever, man. You know, on life, you're always going to have haters, you know. And to be honest with you, like, growing up, yeah, you know, I wasn't, like, the most popular person in school. Like, you know, I got picked on and stuff like that, man. That stuff, you know. But I wouldn't take none of it back. It's made me who I am. You know, I feel like just dealing with so much at a younger age, like, now that I'm older, like, I don't even care. You know what I mean? Like, people can say what they want. I know I'm doing what I enjoy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just doing the music, making these reels for these people, just keeping them interacting in my life. You know, it's really cool.
Definitely. Now you mentioned the reach, the data, or the analytics is in the 100,000s. Is there any way that you can use that to your advantage?
So on the professional mode in the in the app, there is a way to monetize it, but you know there's criteria, just like everything. You know, you got two criterias. One of them is that you have the 100,000 followers for 60 consecutive days, which, you know, I've gotten that, but I haven't gotten the 60 days yet. So I think like around August or something like that, we can start monetizing the app.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, there's multiple challenges on there. You know, there's like 5 reels, 100 views, you get $20. There's 5 reels, 500 views, you get like $100. And then I think there's like 5 reels, you get 1,000 views on each one of them. And this is just within like a 30-day period.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, it's that, you know, when you get the 1,000 one, or you know, I think that they give you like $1,000 or something, which is pretty cool. I can put that towards more studio equipment and stuff like that.
Definitely.
But then there's the other one that is pretty significant. It is a bit of a challenge for some. It is 5 reels, 10,000 views a piece, and you get $3,000 extra a month.
Yeah, so I would definitely go for something like that. You know, that sounds
You know,
awesome.
and just sitting at the house, man. You know,
Just
and
sitting
just
at the
doing
house
it.
doing some interviews, having a good time. I got one last question in the 5,000 follower interview, and this can go with any future endeavors that you're going through or that you're planning on doing. Do you collaborate with other influencers or brands, and how did you approach those partnerships?
Well, you know, let me just kind of explain something here real quick. Me and a few buddies a long time ago started this group. It's called Anonymous. AMP, Anonymous Multiple Personalities. Shout out to my boy Travis Lambden. Shout out to my boy Ian Leak. He goes by YFB Tuna, Young Fat Boy Tuna. Asen Strader. There's CK Suave, and then there was Dave Dodge.
Okay.
Also goes by Ben Wade. So, you know, there was already kind of that you know, them blueprints, you know, them footprints in the sand, sort of say.
Yeah.
So, you know, the foundation was there. So, you know, like once some of these people started seeing that I really was about trying to change my life and get this stuff together, you know, naturally the love had always been there, but they just had to approach it from a distance. You know, so recently, me and Trill, you know, we've talked, we've put some things aside and everything. I've given my apologies for, you know, being in my addiction and bringing it around him and stuff. And we've kind of, we've made things good, you know, and that's what it's all about, man. You know, making the amends to people and doing stuff right nowadays. So with that being said, he linked me up with some people. Shout out to K Sosa. I'm linked up with him. He's a really good guy, man. He's a really good artist. You guys should check him out. But other than that, just like having some of these really good connections, and then putting out the quality of the content that I'm putting out right now, people are just naturally vibing with it. They're attracted to it.
Yeah.
Sort of say.
So you guys have partnerships through that.
Yeah.
Developed partnerships through that. Was there any? Do you plan on starting a brand or anything like that, or in the future?
Well,
AMP.
Yeah,
Anonymous?
yeah. So it was AMP. It was anonymous. I'm thinking so I'm back on with anonymous. It's a really good, solid, partnership. And I was thinking about starting this maybe like a side branch or like maybe a sister branch to it or something.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like with Shade, like with Eminem, he has he's with Dr. Dre, but he has his Aftermath and stuff like that, or Shady Records or Slum America.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like Anonymous can be like the foothold, like the foundation of it. But, like with you, you have the Rock Space.
Yeah.
Rock Space Records and stuff, which is really cool. I was thinking about starting one called Bad Apple.
Yeah.
Because I've always been like a bad apple.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think that'd be cool.
Yeah. So and that's a little that's some information for you guys. You know what I mean? Like right there. Like I ain't really said nothing about it. It's it's kind of like a little sneak peek of it. You know what I mean? It's called Bad Apple. Bad Apple Entertainment.
Yeah. That sounds good.
So
that's all for today, and we'll be back with you with another interview when we hit 10,000.